Hello.
What up,
I
Joe?
didn't see you there. What's up?
Dude, you look like you look like Al Pacino if Rick, or you look like Rick Moranis if Al Pacino was his dad.
That I'll take it. That's pretty good. I think that still levels up. Did you say Rick
Rick
Moranis or
Moranis.
no? That levels up Rick Moranis a little bit, I
Yeah.
think. So that's good. I'll take it. I'll
All
take it.
right.
I have the color changing light, but I feel like it's on like fast mode. It's changing colors way too quickly for my
Is it a
even my
mood
mood.
lamp?
Yeah, my
You're
mood.
just that unstable.
No, but let's change it a little bit. Let's make it a little more bisexual.
Does it have a setting?
It does. Yes, bisexual. Yes, that's the setting. And I put it on. I put it on more reddish because our logo for the book we're talking about is more red tonight. We got people in the chat though, bro. Who's up in here?
We has got collision bomb. We got Coleman. We've got you, of course. Marvin Wynn, hello, hello, and Shadowhawk Max. Wow!
Dude, Shadowhawk. Good to see you, dude. Dude, I always got the whiskey. Always got the whiskey. I'm not drinking right now. I'm on a fast. I've been fasting these days, trying to lose some
You're
pounds quickly.
drinking fast. That's what you mean.
It's a totally different thing,
I've
dude.
been fasting, dude.
Dude, I've been really drinking this fast down quick. So yeah, we've been doing some cool stuff this week on my end, website wise, and also, well, let me bring up my website now and we'll talk about it real quick. That way I get it out of the way. For Star Circuit stuff, I'm getting the black cover ordered now, so it probably will take like they're saying like a month and a half, so at minimum. So it who knows when you're really gonna get it. But let me bring up that screen real quick, and then we'll move on. Because I have my website. We've looked at it before. Veravia Studios is the new website.
Veravia.
Check it out, Veravia. And on here, you can scroll down, see some Star Circuit, the trailer for Star
Was that an
Circuit.
OnlyFans tab at the top?
It is, bro. You have to first buy the book, and then there's a QR code in the book for my OnlyFans. But yeah, see that sweet black cover right here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Can I zoom in? Come on, bro, zoom in. Do it. No, it doesn't want to. Or no, kind of does.
Aw, there it goes.
Okay, so but that's the cover that I'm ordering that we're talking about, and so yep, that's it. I'm gonna close this thing out before it crashes because I know it will.
Word.
Um,
Do, do,
so yeah,
do.
that's being ordered, and I'm working on Star Circuit 2. If you got my last email, everybody, Star Circuit Chapter 2 is like 90 pages, and I'm working my way through it. We got big delays on it because of just trying to pay the bills, pretty much. That's how it goes. Anyway, fluid sexuality. That's another. That's an AA. That's a AA.
Your light
kind of,
source continuously changing.
yes.
It's fluid. Yeah.
Fluid.
Yeah.
Well, I thought it was going with the Alcoholics Anonymous.
I guess it could have been that.
That's what I thought it was, but
Okay. Well, we're
you went with the light joke. I went with the alcoholic joke.
Yeah. Yeah.
Making some movement. So we talked about the book. As far as Star Circuit Chapter 2, we're working on. It's going to take a while. However, it is 90 pages, so it'll be worth the wait. A lot of cool stuff happening with it.
Nice.
And yeah, we've got many creators coming on Art Bros, as well as the Sunday morning Cup of Joe show. So be ready for that. I know we have Miss Rena's coming. I know we're probably gonna have Joe Sontag with Death Reaper Destroyer. I don't know why I said Death, but
Reaper Destroyer 2, isn't it?
no, technically the first thing was the ash. The first thing you put out was the ash can.
Oh, okay.
Still
So this
just
is the big
technically
one.
number one.
Okay. Word. Yeah, that was awesome.
Right. So yeah.
What was it?
That's
17K or something like that first night? Or
oh
was it
no,
10?
more than that. It was like 23 or something ridiculous.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah,
Man.
like that comes around once in a while, once in a blue moon. We'd all would love that. So
It was awesome.
yeah, And guys, like and share. I tweeted this out, but go out there and tweet if you got a minute. Tweet out this stream. That would get some eyes on The Edge, which is the book we're talking about with Marvin Wynn. So we're gonna bring up Marvin Wynn in just a second, but definitely share. The book, if you're wondering, that we're going to be talking about is pinned to the chat. It is also in the description, just like my website, and Jeremy's website is down there as well. So, but yeah, let's bring in Marvin. Marvin, what's up?
What's going on?
Looks like you're on the campaign trail.
I'll never tell a lie. I'll never tell a lie. A chicken in every pot. Everyone gets one.
That's perfect, dude. You gotta use I forget who did the pointed fingers. Which president did it like that? Was that Obama or was that?
I don't remember. I remember the one. There was the guy that he said something, and then was it Dave Chappelle?
Yeah. We're gonna go to Washington, and we're gonna.
Yeah, that's the dude that passed away, right? The Republican that passed away, right?
Yeah.
The war hero. No, he wasn't. No, not that guy. I'm thinking of McCain.
Mike.
That wasn't McCain.
Mike something. I don't remember. Huckabee.
Yeah. You're right. You are right. Definitely wasn't McCain. McCain died. It wasn't McCain. McCain wouldn't have that kind of charisma.
Awesome.
Take it to Connecticut. Yeah. So we're gonna talk about The Edge. You were on the stream maybe a year ago.
Yep.
We've grown a lot as people. The channel has not grown as well as we have grown, or awesome. Jeremy's hair has grown. But we all try.
I donate it to the kids. It's all good.
Do you? Okay, so it's all doesn't matter at that point. Some child, some unfortunate child gets your hair out there.
This smells weird. This smells like Axe shampoo. No,
I hope they wash it. That's all we have to say. But yeah, anybody out there, spread the word. Cole, man, you are a godsend, as we would say. But yeah, let's check out The Edge.
We're like cigarettes and failure. So, no,
I know.
Right.
It smells like
I'm done.
artist. Yeah.
I'm done.
For sure. Good stuff.
Jesus. All right, Joe, let's move on. It was just supposed to be a quick joke and shit. All right.
Sorry, bro. I was gonna say The Edge is probably got some new stuff to it, so we're probably gonna get into some of that. The new things. Was it on Kickstarter and Indiegogo last time, or just Kickstarter? I can't remember.
This is my first Kickstarter. We were going direct before. So
that's right. You were in the stores. That's right.
Yes.
And
so my plan was always to do the individual issues by themselves, and then when we do a trade or we do something special, to jump on the Kickstarter or the crowdfunding.
Dude, I should have followed up and had some accountability, because I did tell some comic shops about it. I wonder if you got any Orlando folks calling you. Hopefully they did. But a lot of these
we got a few stores in Florida. I mean, we're kind of re-pushing our brand, because now we're branding ourselves as Comicsburg. So that's our new thing. So from Pittsburgh, so we're calling ourselves Comicsburg.
Okay.
It's a new thing. So we're trying to expand the knowledge of creativity in Pittsburgh, and just tell people Pittsburgh's not just about hockey, baseball, and football, and steel mills and things like that. And collapsing bridges and collapsing roads is something we have in Pittsburgh. We don't want to talk. We don't like to talk about that kind of stuff. It's happening. It's all on the news, so it's hard to hide it. It's hard to hide that stuff. So, as before, if people don't know, the Edge is a drug that can grant you special abilities, but can also rob you of your life or your sanity.
All right. Well, I feel like it's like a trade-off, the biggest trade-off ever.
Well, I mean, it's not a good trade. I mean, it's not like you're trading Barry Bonds to another team and getting something in return. Like, you probably don't want.
Well, you got some powers, right? You got some.
Yeah. Well, temporarily, maybe.
Okay. Okay. So you're already making it sound like it is a bad trade. So, yes. This makes it seem very. This must mean it's like a dark book then, because there's got to be some death and stuff happening.
Yeah. There's a lot of that.
Okay. So is this a mature book? Should I recommend this for my 10-year-old?
Well, I would say that if they can watch MCU movies or DC PG-13 movies. I rated it 13.
Okay. So it's up to you if your 10-year-old is down. Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah. My mother and dad took me to see The Thing when I was young. So when it first came out in theaters,
Did that scar you for life? Is
8.
there a story behind it?
No, I loved it.
Okay.
So
what was the scariest thing you saw?
Right. So the story is that quick story. So we grew up, me and my cousin, on Friday the 13th and Nightmare on Elm Street and Phantasm and Hellraiser and things like that.
Yeah.
So when my mother was pregnant with me, she went to the movies to see Exorcist.
Nice. Oh man.
She kept my granddad up all night talking about it because she was so scared.
Pinnacle.
When we first watched Exorcist, we thought it was hilarious.
Right.
Girl's head starts spinning around and she's spitting up pea soup and everything that's going on and she's stabbing herself in the crotch with the cross. We're laughing. We thought it was fun. Like, because it's not scary to us because we're watching some dude come into your dreams slaughtering you and some hockey mask maniac running around stabbing people with a machete. That stuff's not scary after you watch that. So yeah, so I mean I've been desensitized, I say, to that kind of stuff.
It's interesting because going back to it, the Krueger stuff is silly and Exorcist is more scary to me for some reason.
You're Catholic, or your parents are Catholic.
Huh? Yeah. Well, but I feel like Poltergeist was the one that scared me shitless, like when I was young.
Saw that in theaters when I was young too, and it
did get you.
Children Under the Stairs got me.
What?
People under the stairs.
People Under the Stairs, yes.
That one again. That one too. Just
that one got me.
Like when the guys run around, I got him.
Gnarly.
Hilarious to me.
Interesting. Well, there's definitely got to be I feel like there's got to be a nurture, how you're raised and how like you react to.
I love the Grindhouse series and Rob Zombie stuff. I mean, if you want that old kind of old school horror, like just over the top,
I do like that stuff, but I don't know. Like personally, I don't like being scared. But if I'm going to watch a horror movie, I want to be scared. Like I'm not there to have a laugh. Right. You know what I mean? I'll go watch a comedy. But yeah, I'm a fan of a few of the classics. However, you know, like Werewolf in London is one of my faves. It scared me as a kid.
Yeah.
So from there, let's go look at some more maybe adult themes in this book. Who knows? But what's the main cover? Can you point us to where the main cover is?
So the main cover is not that one.
Yeah.
If you scroll down, there you go. So the main cover is in that 4-piece. So the main cover for the trade, that's the main cover for the trade. So
this one.
When I first got this, it just screamed like I told Mark, I said, let's do something insane and different with this cover. So we came up with the Bohemian Rhapsody cover. And originally this was going to be the cover for the coffee bag. And when I saw it, and then once it was colored, I was like, I can't put it on the coffee bag. This has to be the main cover for the trade. Has to go on that trade because it's going to push the book. People are going to see this and like, what the heck is going on here?
Yeah, I got the mysterious factor. I'm always a fan of those.
Dark mirrors.
Mirrors.
There's that idea in like a cult of like dark mirror casting and spirits.
Whoa, you're getting deep in that. I don't know anything about that.
I don't know. That kind of stuff could be going on. We don't know yet.
Oh yeah, you guys gotta read the book. I haven't read the book.
You gotta read the book, man. I can't.
Yeah,
I'm spoil it for you.
I haven't read the book either.
Well, there's this rune down here, so I don't know if that's a old like a Viking rune or something, or it's just an arrow pointing up. I don't know, like this side up. I don't know. Fragile is over here. No.
Who colored this one, by the way?
This was King Bola.
Okay,
it's awesome.
Cool. I dig it. Really dig that little gem at the top. It's
right. Cool right. Joe's got a Dragon Ball, so he's been looking for the rest of them.
I've been I've already wished my immortality, so our pros will last forever, guys. We'll be doing this forever. Jeremy will long be dead after. What gonna do, bro?
Thanks, Joe.
Jeremy's son will be my new art bro. Okay, so moving on.
Yep.
So you have multiple prints in the back. Is this what this is showing? Like different
So
art in
these
the back
are
of the book?
I put on there the covers for the 4 issue. So not only can you get the trade, but you can also get the singles. So I know like people like
Oh,
to have singles and trade. So I threw that as an option in there. So we've got
okay.
issue 1, 2, 3, and 4 covers there. And cover 4 is our Revenant Wins cover, where he's sipping his drink, he's wearing a Turtle suit, and he's got all the equipment from the characters around him.
Cool. And so these were the
No.
original covers, or they're just like
These are
the,
specifically made for the Kickstarter.
okay. So is there anywhere where the originals are shown in the book, maybe in the back, or they're just not available for?
They'll be in the back.
Okay, cool. I like stuff like that. I like
Mm-hmm.
seeing all the different versions.
Yep. So
somewhere.
each one will have all the covers that have come out so far in each issue.
Ooh,
Nice.
gnarly.
Pale Rider's here. Says drinks. Thank you, bro. I'm not drinking tonight, but drink one for me.
Well, Revenant's got a drink, so it's all good.
Yep.
He's sipping cognac or something.
I'm sure he is. I'm sure.
So this
and
is
B-Rose showed up too. Did we call it B-Rose?
No, what's up, B-Rose?
Have you seen this book, B-Rose? This is a cool looking book.
Pale Rider.
Grab your hands, your 6 hands, and and grab this, you centipede or whatever you are.
Just
So,
call him a human centipede.
I did.
Whoa,
Him and Phoenix Animation are part of the.
Nice.
Somebody else too. And Fizz Chozo.
Is he the rear? He's the back end.
He's got to be. He prefers it back there.
Okay.
Oh, Fizz. All right, so moving on. What was that holographic one? What was that? Did you say?
Yeah.
So that's an issue 1 prismatic Blaine versus Revenant cover.
Okay.
That's the other one that's specifically created for the Kickstarter.
It's awesome.
So you can get that singly by itself, or it's an add-on, or you can get it in the $27 tier with the 1 through 4. So you can pay $14 for it, or you can get all 4 books and that bonus cover for $27.
Cool. I like that. I dig that. So your numbers that you're doing here, did you figure them out through trial and error or past experiences of? Because I've learned a ton after my first campaign. Do you have somebody helping you out with that? Do you have somebody fulfilling with you, or
as I went through it, I adjusted it up and down based on my own mental preferences, and then I got to a point and I was like, leave it alone, just let it go.
Okay, so to the best of your abilities, you're not going to go in the red. Is the point here?
Yeah.
Great. We don't want, like, a lot of these people, like, I feel like in the indie industry, like, it's almost seemed like bad if you're able to make money on your book. To me, I don't like that connotation. I think, like, the more money you make and people are actually backing it, cool. Whatever people back it at, cool. Because it means that your art's justifying it, your story's justifying it.
Right.
I don't care if I'm paying $50 for a 30-page issue. If you're able to get backers at that price, it means that your stuff's that good looking.
Right.
So I don't like this lowest common denominator talk that I hear.
Yeah, I mean, don't lowball yourself, because I mean that's going to hurt you in the end, because then you won't have the money to fulfill. So I could set it a little bit high, a little bit low, because the books are already done, and this is all just printing and shipping.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, great. And I don't think it's that low, though. I think in some ways, you could charge. I think the cap, there isn't really a ceiling on stuff like this.
No.
I think it's just, are you going to get enough backers for that? Some people do. We all have limited amounts of money. However, if it's good enough, I think a lot of people will jump on, and I think you got a good price point.
Yeah.
No reason not to keep going with it. Yeah.
So this so we've got 3 one-shots. Well, 2 one-shots and a 1 cut, because Revenant likes to use knives. So the stories are Rush, Revenant, Angel Wing. Each one of these will be a backup feature. It's going to be a full book, at least 45 pages for each one, where these are actually stories that were originally part of the main stories that I pulled out because it wasn't working. So I made it its own thing.
So these are covers?
Yes, those are covers.
Okay.
So it's Rush, Revenant, and then a story called Angel Wing.
Nice.
Okay. So you're saying these are sneak peeks or just like teases?
Yeah, teases in the trade.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, dude. That middle. I like all the covers because they're all
Yeah,
pretty good.
that's great.
That is like a key. This one's like a key. The middle is like a key story-driven cover, and
Yes.
which is funny. Like the story points so clear and awesome that it's great.
Right.
This one reminds me of Rain of Fire. They've
Yep.
got those
Yep.
skydivers
Really?
that kind of after the
That
dragon.
and Godzilla.
Oh yeah,
From
that's
those two
right.
movies. Yeah.
Indeed. I feel like I know we critique art here a little bit, but the one on the left, I think it's great, but at the same time, there's something with the cropping that is messing with me, and only reason why it's my least favorite of the three, because I think the poses are great. I think it's maybe just how it's cropped, maybe. That's just me. Nothing against the book, could be great. But out of these,
Yeah,
my favorite is the middle.
Yeah,
Yes.
this is incredible.
So
For
the,
sure.
the thing about the Revenant story is that he's the narrator of his own story,
Mm.
and his mind is jumbled because of the
It's
edge.
It's a karambit.
Oh, the edge
And
messes with his memory.
he tells the story out of order,
Hmm.
and sometimes he a little imposes a lot of things that aren't happening. So he's actually telling the story to one of his clones,
Mm.
and the clone is telling him, "Dude, what are you talking about? I was there. That didn't happen. Why are
Did
you
you,
saying these things?" So
do you have any Easter eggs of Tarantino in there, or? Because that'd be fun. Um, But that's a cool premise, and
Yeah.
the cover obviously I think out of all of them, even though I do like the third one as a cover too, the
Yeah.
middle one would snag me just because I'm like, dude, I need to see what the hell this is all about.
Right.
Yeah, why is this guy and his buddies that look just like him killing all these people and
Yeah.
taking selfies?
Yeah, that's it's just great. It's a good story point, good cover that way. Anybody out
I
there?
I love the karambit. You don't see many karambits in comics, so I love that.
Yeah, that's his best friend. He calls his knife Mr. Idiom.
Cool.
See, Jeremy's likes the details, and when Jeremy likes the details, you know what it's about.
Yeah,
And
I
you
mean,
have-
but that was some of our purpose in these kind of things is that looking at like in other books and stuff, there were certain things I didn't notice or see, and we're like, let's just do it. Like no one can tell us we can't do it, so let's just go and do it and see how it works.
I mean, that's even Joe here with some of your that's a good forearm block for a stat.
Mhm.
Like there's some stuff thought out here. There's some
No,
things.
I'm not
done,
saying
like-
it's not thought out. I was just saying
Oh, no,
I think
no,
the
no.
cropping was the only thing that was bothering me a little bit.
I'm starting to see different things I didn't see in it, like that foreshortening of the object here, and I'm reaching for it. There's. I want to see that clear.
Yeah, dude.
There's a lot
I'm
of cool
not.
stuff.
I'm totally down for. I think all of the story elements for all these covers are great. But yeah, we can move on. We don't want to. These are the teases. Let's get to the main stuff.
Sorry. I like
This is why I'm here. Big. I'm. Might
Yes,
as well
sir.
call me Joe, the big picture Catapano. All right, let's see it.
interior.
Oh, this is the one we talked about for forever last time.
Yeah.
Which is so cool.
Yeah, that immediately gets people thinking GI Joe, and I always say that's one of my big influences. GI Joe was the first comic book I ever read after watching the animated series, and I called my grandma and I said, and because they used to show commercials for the GI Joe comic, like called my grandma, hey, can you get me GI Joe?
Mhm.
And this was at the a spinner rack at a newsstand, so I can tell you how long ago that was.
Yeah, that doesn't happen anymore. Yeah, great stuff.
Or what is it? The GoldenEye 64.
Indeed, yes.
Yeah.
It is very James Bond secret base style stuff. Very cool.
Great stuff.
We can read. So this is sequential pages. This is like page 1, 2, 3, 4, right on the.
That's the first 4 pages, and then there's a link to the full preview.
What's the full preview? How many pages is the full?
12.
12. Okay, so there you go, guys.
I remember these shots now. My bad.
If you're on the fence before, guys, if you're on the fence at all, just go to the preview, read the preview. And where can they find the preview here? Oh,
Right here.
Right there.
Bam. So right below the interior pages, guys, go click the preview. Like that always gets me because the hardest thing I think to do with the comic is tell a story well.
Yeah.
And so if you're on the fence about that part, I'm probably going to get it just because of the art. But if you want the second part of it, which is, really liking the story, let's, check it out. Check it out for your own, your own means.
Check it out.
So, reward tiers. This is something new. Sweet.
So we got the trade in digital, then that prismatic cover, then something no one was doing before. When I saw Comics on Coffee on a guy, his name is Comics with Bueller, and he's they're one of his sponsors. Like, so I contacted Comics on Coffee. I was like, hey, you guys do like custom bags? And they're like, yeah. So we have the Edge coffee. So that comes with a bag of the Edge coffee and the 2 prints that you see there.
Nice.
Dude. So now reward tiers for us, these are things that you can add on. Is that what you mean here?
Well, those are the main tiers, and then there's add-ons and behind those. Yep. Okay. So there's a list of the add-ons as you scroll down there too.
Okay, so these are the visual representation of the tiers
all
to the right. Yeah. Okay, cool. Making sure, because I was a little confused slightly, because I'm more used to Indiegogo, but yeah, guys, if you're confused, these are literally what you're gonna see. This is a good place to go if you want to like do a nice preview of all the perks, the tiers. Cool. Yeah. So what do you think is the best bang for your buck, and maybe the book and some extras or something? What's a good?
The $60 one has the whole entire gamut of anything you could ever want for what we have out right now. So that's taking it to the edge. So you get the trade, you get the 4 issues, you get the prismatic cover, you get the 4 connecting covers, you get the trading card, or not trading cards. They're 8x10 postcards. You get the postcards of the characters. Okay. You get sticker sheet 1. So there is a secondary sticker sheet that's going to be added on as a stretch goal.
Cool. So for me, like, I'm not in super need of the single issues. I'm not really a collector. So the best trade back option is probably
it's now the 28 one because the early bird's gone.
Okay, so no early bird. So it'd be the one below. Sure.
So it's the $28 tier for the just the book.
Okay.
That one right there.
This one. Yeah.
Yep. So that one you get the trade. There's a bonus surprise in there, and then the card set, and then the stickers.
So the surprise cover is in the book, or just another print or something?
It's another print of issue 1.
Oh, okay, cool, nice, very cool. So yeah, that seems like the one I'll probably go with.
And that there was a 4 1 year. I had 4 1 year subscriptions to Heroes Live TV. That one's gone. There were only 4 of them, so that one went fast.
Nice.
So Heroes Live TV is a brand new streaming service. Not only do they have movies, TV shows, tutorials, things like that, they also want to have digital comics. So the Edge digital comics are available for them too.
Cool.
Oh, cool. So it's a subscription type of thing. Yeah.
Yep. And we're actually working on a few other things. Go ahead.
It's okay. Yeah, I feel like my internet's delaying like mad over here. I don't know why. But I think, what was I going to ask? Is it like an app that you get? Is that how Heroes TV works?
Or is it like Netflix for comics?
I would say it's like a Netflix for comic stuff. Yeah.
That's a cool idea.
Okay.
Cool.
Nice.
That's cool. You help bring it to fruition. You get the subscription.
Yep.
Cool.
Which is
Word.
Nice. Sweet guys. So, your fellow Heroinberg's here.
Yep.
What's up, Heroinberg?
What is up? Hail to us, indeed, and hail to the chat. Yes, thanks for showing up. I'm sure you'll throw in some info while you're here.
Edge coffee.
So yeah, there's a close-ups on the coffee bag. So that's the front of the bag.
It's awesome.
Okay, so what was the story behind the coffee again? I can't remember.
There's a guy. His name is Comics with Bueller, and one of his sponsors is Comics on Coffee. And I was thinking, I was trying to think of something unique and cool, kind of out there to put into the Kickstarter. And I thought, why don't I just see if they'll do a custom bag of coffee? And they said they would. So we did it, and then a few other people started doing it. So I'm like, man, people always stealing my ideas. It's terrible.
Well, looks like it's roasted in Florida, so
Yep.
Right
Yep. So
around the corner.
they're in Florida. They're actually in the building with Scout Comics.
Okay, really nice. I know those folks a little bit. Cool stuff. We got a figure.
So one of the other add-ons is the Mystic. I've got 6 of these left, so I decided just to put them onto the Kickstarter and see who else is going to want them, because we're moving on from the old static figure, moving on to action figures.
Okay.
Cool.
Interesting. Well, I feel like the this image here, like if you have any more, because I feel, did you sell out of these yet or no?
No, I mean, I haven't checked all the tiers yet, so I don't know who if anyone picked any up yet.
Okay.
Fun though. Hell yeah.
Yeah, cool stuff.
Cards and stickers.
Sweet. The sticker set, and then one of the stretch goals, I guess, is the next sticker set, right?
Right. So that's the sticker set. There more stretch goals are going to be added. They should be up either tomorrow or Friday. So one of the stretch goals is going to be, we're going to add on issue 5 as a reward. Another one's going to be, man, I can't remember what all they are. I have to check my list. And then
that'll be that'll be good to know. You know, as you start, when you hit the sticker, you'll probably put up a post about it and whatever.
Yeah, there'll be a post. Yeah.
Okay, cool. I like to know these things. Sweet. So yeah, the team looks like I think we talked about it a little bit last time.
Yeah.
But you've been working together for a while now?
Oh yeah. So I've been working with Mark. I'm going to pronounce it. I do it once every stream. It's Mark Louis Vunkukiat, but we call him Mark V because, like I said, I do it one time and that's it. I give up. I've been working with him since 2007. And the rest of the team probably about 5 or 6 years also.
That's like trying to do the math here, 15 years or something.
Yep.
Art Bros for education accounts.
We're not teaching you math over here, bro. Here's a funny fact. I got 100 in calculus. That's how smooth I am.
Yeah, but in Kentucky.
No, bro. Come on. That was in college. You didn't even get a college degree, bro. Come on. So I don't know. I think the calculus score was a fluke. However, I did ace it. Aced it. So it's cool that you've been with your team for a while. That means a lot because you guys know how you guys roll. Is there more books in the works or what?
So if you scroll down a little bit to the notes section,
notes
and the risk and challenges, you can read what that says there.
We currently have 12 issues of The Edge complete so far. I can't read it on my blue, Jeremy.
2 issues have been released to stars. We plan to have product available to our fans for months and years to come, Joe.
All right.
So yeah, 12 issues are done. That's pencil, lettered, colored. They just need to be printed. So we're rocking and rolling. So there's not going to be any delay.
I was going to say, you're exactly where I want to be.
Yeah, there's not going to be any delays in releasing anything from now on. I mean, things are going to flow. The spice is going to flow.
The spice will flow, as they say in Dune. Artist for The Edge is Mark Louis, like you said, that name, from the Philippines. He's been working in the indie comics industry since the early 90s when he did work for Don Chin's Entity Comics. Very interesting.
Yeah.
Now that it rings a bell, I need to go back to my earlier streams. I'm sure Don told me that. Because I think he mentioned something when you came on the stream last time. All right. Well, so this looks like it's stacked with things to get. At the very least, I'll be getting digital. If not, if I have the money, I'll get the trade because it seems like it's a lot of bang for the buck. Right. Coleman is straight up throwing links, so it's
thanks, Coleman.
So here I got it now. So at 3,000, we're going to add. We have a legend. We're going to make that a print. So it's a legend of all the characters and their names and everything. And at 3,500,
the picture and stuff.
Do I have a picture of that?
I don't know.
I do. Let me find it real
Okay.
quick and I can send it.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
that'll be any visual will help us. You know,
Yeah.
it'd be cool to see. And guys, like and subscribe to my channel, Art Bros. We need you. And also, we're at number 80, so we've been doing this for a while. Support. That way we can keep talking about new books and stuff.
Yep. And then 3,500, we're going to open up the issue 5. And
Cool.
I'll get you an image for that in 1 second.
Yeah.
Sweet. So we'll check out that when you pull it up. This seems like one of my. I feel like there's not many besides Perfect 10. There's not many like superpowered books that really appeals to me. Like Perfect 10 looked really great. This looked really great. And now that I'm able to back it from my household in my pajamas, I will probably do so. I rarely.
He still has feet on his.
What?
You still have the feet on your pajamas.
Oh, yeah, little footsies. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm in a onesie. Yes, right now. This is a V-neck onesie.
They're called clap cleats, full size jumpsuits.
Are they? So, Herrenberg says something here. Yes, like we said, hit like, subscribe, Joe Catapano on Art Bros. That's right.
Yeah, Perfect 10 is a great book. That Dave is my people.
Yes,
Frank.
indeed. We've had Herrenberg on, but I haven't heard any new news in a while.
Yeah, they're finishing up issue 3 now. So, and we're getting ready to film a new episode coming up here.
Yeah.
Heck yeah, dude! Anything that is really pushing things outside of comics, it brings everybody back to the book. So
yeah,
it's nice. Let me do this.
So it is uploading now. I tried to upload the JPEG and it won't let me preview it for some reason. But
do you have it on your screen?
Oh yeah, I can pull up on my screen. Yeah, I can do that.
Share it with Joe, and he'll bring it up.
Just do it that way if you know to share.
Okay. Hold on, let me get these open. There we go.
Cool.
And Joe, there's a video trailer too, so we can't miss that.
Yeah, no worries. We'll go back to it.
Ninja Turtle PJs, right? He's got them where they split his toes apart. The feet on his Ninja Turtle jammies, they split his toes apart like ninja shoes. Yeah,
just like that. Nothing wrong with onesies, guys. There's many 30-year-olds that wear onesies. Okay, I'm not the only one.
Yeah, but they don't wear the face mask with it.
Dude, I run around the house with my size. Yeah. Well, nah. So this is cool. I think I've seen this before. You might have brought this up before at some point, right?
Yep. So this is every character that's going to appear in the book up into issue 15.
Cool. Let me do this. Get a little closer in. Very cool. So this is something that like kind of not amazes me, but it's a little bit bewildering for me because the way I write books is very narrow. I keep my characters limited, and so to see such a cast is crazy. I would be stressing out.
Yeah.
A lot.
Joe didn't get Chrono Cross because
right. I mean,
characters.
I think the biggest challenge is writing a team. Firstly, I mean, it's a lot. I don't say a lot easier. I mean, it's a lot more streamlined in your mind when you're only writing a single character. But once I get over that hump of writing this whole entire team, I was able to expand it and take what I've learned from writing one team and being able to do multiple.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, it's tough. Like I don't think my brain's made for team books, but you never know. You never know if I end up going that route.
So the one thing I always want to talk about is this character here who's wearing a comatose alien as her costume.
Ooh,
gnarly.
Comatose alien. Is that a real comatose alien?
It's a real comatose alien.
Cool. Love the concept.
There you go. It's George Perez style roster post, which is, shout out to R.I.P. George Perez. But really cool. I dig it. I like that style. Instead of I was envisioning like a baseball card setup, but I like it all in a crowd.
We try to do the all in type of thing. So let me grab the issue 5 cover and then I'll share again.
Yeah, that reminded me of like the high school picture everyone gets, where they stand in the number of the year they're going to graduate on the football field.
Like everybody get together. We're taking the picture, or a family portrait, a family photo.
Yeah.
Everybody get together.
I'm gonna kick myself real quick.
Joe's trying to keep up on that internet. So no, this stuff looks great. I believe I said this before, because when I started going through it a little bit more, I was like, oh yeah, I remember these figures, the form, the mass that is achieved, and then the style with it. It's great.
Right.
I mean, that's
a compliment to the team, because you got to have a good team to do this stuff. And what I tell people a lot of times is that any part of the process can ruin the whole entire book. You could have good art and a bad story. You could have a really good story, bad art, and then bad lettering. And then then you're just up the creek, man.
Yeah, I mean, once you get to a point of everything else is looking so good, like you said, just that one thing will be that nitpicky part that everyone else will do, because it's the only thing there. But then you're gonna remember it the whole rest of your life. And
but it's also when you think about something that, if you're a consumer, it really is just the one thing that stops you. You're like, you feel everything's good, but if not everything's kind of polished and leveled out and ready for you to just pick up and not think about, that's the difference between amateur and pro. Like, it's like that block isn't there. It's like, oh, when I get it, I don't have to think like, I'm helping out my buddy in high school, This is like a pro thing. All right,
do you have to cover up?
Yep.
I won't take that personally, Joe, but yeah, continue.
Oh, you are a buddy from high school, forgot.
So issue 5 kicks off the second story called The Reign of Chaos. So this is chaos, and then this is his reign. So it has double meaning. So the team is the reign, he's chaos, and he's reigning, and he's doing stuff.
Interesting.
And you see how he started a little bit of degradation. He's infected with the edge.
Ooh, okay. Does it affect your brain too, or no?
Yeah, well, yes, it's affected Revenant's brain. Well, his problem is that the continued splitting of himself into these clones is also having a detrimental effect, and the edge has kind of splintered his brain, so he thinks things that happened didn't happen, and he can't ever keep anything in order. So he'll be talking about something that happened 30 years ago, and he thinks it happened yesterday.
Right. So it's like a Alzheimer's-ish thing.
Yeah.
Like 51st dates with the twist.
Yeah.
A team book is very inspiring for me to.
That's gnarly.
To kind of look at, just inspires in general. That's very inspiring for me. But I'm glad you're out there. I think anybody who's going to be watching this later on the replay, I'm sure there will be some that haven't seen it before. A lot of people, especially in sometimes our side of, with Comicsgate and this other side of the realm of comics, a lot of these guys are suspicious of Kickstarter still, because they do kind of have their own slant,
Right. So, I get it. But
however,
I think that I've done both, and I'm supporting the person, not the platform.
Yeah.
Right.
And what I'm looking for is someone who's genuinely wants to get something done, and whether it's a Kickstarter, it's at a con, it's Indiegogo, it's in a store, someone walking down the street with a box of comics and saying, "Hey, you want to look at my comic that I just created?"
Right.
Why not?
I agree.
So let's try to think about the person that you're supporting and not the platform that they're coming from.
Yeah, it's on one end I totally agree. On one end I also don't think they're in the wrong for being like, oh, they've kind of screwed over a creator before.
Yeah. Do you?
Yeah.
I mean, the one thing that I really want to emphasize is the books are done. It's all we're doing is printing. Like I just got a 48-pound box of books on Tuesday. So nice. I've continuously getting books shipped to me. So the books are coming. You just got to tell me where to send your books. That's all.
That's it. I think that's like, especially for if you've never backed a book from someone before, that's number one.
Yeah.
Well, number one, the book looks good. Number two, have you fulfilled or is it the book done? That's in the same category. And then regardless, you're right. It's like, it's not up to Kickstarter that the books get sent out. So, however, anybody who's out there watching, I definitely would look past the platform it's on and check out the book. Give it a shot, because it definitely looks like it deserves more than what you have, even though it's only been a couple days. But I'm sure you'll bring in more. I'll be spreading the word, because this is one. There's not a whole lot of books out this second. There's a few that are really kicking off, like Reaper Destroyer just had a ridiculous launch. But what is it? May? Yeah, it's not the biggest time of the year for putting out books.
Well, there's been a few that kicked off, but I mean, we've and the thing about it is that I've been like pitching those other books in my Kickstarter, like sending out when I send out announcements, I say, hey, check out this one, hey, check out, and we've been doing that between each other. So awesome. I mean, we're not stepping on each other's toes in the indie world, and anyone who's doing that is only hurting themselves.
Yeah, there's not a scarcity out there of people willing to put down money. If your stuff looks good, it'll definitely help. And people are not going to discriminate that way. General Piggy, what's up? What is up?
What's up?
Right. So I'm going to announce the official release for issue 5 soon, and then we're going to roll right into issue 6, 7, 8, and 9. We need to get caught back up, because some of the stores are like, hey, we've already got your earlier releases. So when you get caught back up to where you were at before, let us know. So I mean,
okay. So you got to. Like you're big enough where you're trying to do a united kind of release of the issue 5. All right, that's awesome, dude. I'm really thinking it's definitely one of the better team books, especially in the indie scene. That we always say that, but like it means a little bit more, especially when you're coming up grassroots style. You know what I mean? So it means a lot to us.
The one thing that we will say is that, I mean, it has that feel of 90s X-Men, has that feel of Wildcats, has that feel of Stormwatch. The difference is that these powers are not a good thing at all.
Yeah.
Right.
And we want to try to illustrate that, and throughout the book is that you think these things is the greatest thing ever to have, but there's consequences behind all of it.
Indeed.
Yes, it does, General Piggy. The Edge has some impressive artwork. Yes, it does. Yes,
dude,
it does.
It is very impressive.
And the concept it's really cool sounding. It does harken back to the old 90s X-Men when you said that. It's like, dude, right when the old, when those movies were coming out, the live action ones and all that, kicking off towards it, dude. This is feeling original. It sounds like it's going to give you a lot of writing, creativity, just continuing to fill out your own, X-Force, X-Academy, whatever it's called, this is great. And the artwork is tremendous.
So I will tell you that in the third one-shot called Angel Wing, that one is has a lot of things going on with it. So the first part about it is that the Angel Wing, they were a paramilitary group who were all injured in battle. So they were pretty much removed from military service, and all of them have some kind of cybernetic implants or cybernetic parts. So a hand, a foot, a knee, a hip. And what ends up happening is their former commander finds out there are some WMDs out there. Those WMDs turn out to be people who are in the final stages of dying from the edge. And their powers are so so high that they're going to explode, and they're going to take some area with them. So they're there to either shut them down or bring them into custody. One of the characters, he has the ability to fly, but he can't control his direction, so he could just float away.
Oh no.
Another character is similar to a Kitty Pryde, where she can walk through walls, but when she uses her powers for the first time, her powers turn off. She gets her foot stuck in the wall, and they have to amputate it.
That sucks.
Yeah. So another person has Cyclops-like powers, where she can shoot beams from her eyes. She blinds herself.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so she
So
has to be set up.
so consequences for these abilities. It's not for most of them, and as you can see on that second cover, it's not working out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a good thing
Absolutely.
you can't sneeze with your eyes open.
So I just like to say that is that we've got this concept where we're trying to show that even you can get these abilities, but I don't consider them as a muscle memory. So you can't remember how to use them all the time. You can't control them. You can't. It's not like you're running fast, where you can like the more you run fast, the faster you run. The more you use the powers, the more closer you are to dying.
Okay. Yes, it's like the opposite curve, pretty much.
Yes.
If you're looking at it mathematically.
And then most of the characters don't know. They don't know.
Interesting.
So they're going into these situations unknowing of what's happening to them.
It's definitely appealing because, guys, you really need to kind of. I feel like it has immediate implications for like you almost can see like where's this ending going, what's happening here. It's definitely got some really high stakes. So that's the first step to like some good conflict. 24 Eyes is here. What up, 24 Eyes?
What up, 24?
It's gonna be good times.
And somebody did ask me before, will we have ninjas? Yes, we will have ninjas coming soon. We call them so the ninjas end up being former test subjects of the Edge. We call them the fiends. Mm-hmm. So they're addicted to it.
Oh, okay. So like, do their like leader? Does the leader give them out like little?
So so we've got two phases of characters based on the Jim Hadar from Star Trek: Deep Space Nine. If you remember those characters, they were addicted to a drug called Kestrel White.
Okay, I'm not familiar, but yeah, I feel like I can see where that would go a little bit story wise.
So they're now. What's that?
I said just cool concept.
Yeah. So they're deformed. They look beat to hell, but they wear cool costumes, so it's okay.
Yeah, I mean that's the first rule. Yeah, if you don't connect in one way, at least the art's going to be killer.
Right.
Yeah, it's what we're all about. A lot of good stuff. I like the diagonals in this cover right there. It's very cool.
Mark has the eye, so I give all credit to him.
Yeah.
And then this cover was done by Neto Diaz. He's now working. He's working at Marvel. I don't remember which book he's working on now though.
It's definitely good. Good luck to all your artists because they're great. Really good stuff. Christian Mom says I got close. Herdenberg, one more pushing past 2,500. All right. So did you refresh? Did we get a backer?
Yeah, we got it was 66 when we started, so we got 67.
Nice, already went up. Very cool. Very cool.
We're waiting for some more. There's a bunch of people watching. Let's get this going. So my anxiety will drop down this week.
Bring it on.
Right. So I actually started assembling this whole thing back in November. And I've had anxiety ever since I signed up on the page. And I started going through it. I was like, you have to, wow, look at all this stuff you got to do. My goodness.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, I know the feeling. It's,
Oh,
the good campaign. It's crazy.
When I do it Indiegogo, I can just transfer everything over. I don't have to do all this stuff again.
For sure. It'll help. Get the jump start going. We've got to keep rolling because I have to, we're jumping off at 8 o'clock. So what we're going to do here is bring up BECKONED here.
There's a trailer, Joe.
We'll do the trailer last. Let's talk BECKONED first.
Oh, word. Got you. So
I got your page up, bro.
Word. Thanks, buddy. BECKONED is my first debut book coming out. Go sign up for it, guys. It's a story of a guy that has a really bad day at work in his living his life, raising a family in the tree kingdom of Tulabanya. These are creatures called Jiri. No, this is not furries. Yes, there's humans. No, there's no boobs. If you want to sign up, let us know on my channel on Zade Studios. You can watch me making this thing and draw it. It's been fun, and I'm back on it full time. And Joe, if you want to share my screen, you guys are going to see this finished on Friday on my show, so I'm almost there, finished with this one.
It is correct. Jeremy works live a lot of times. So
yeah, a lot of times. So I've got some of the stuff over here to do. I got a little bit of stuff over here to do, but ultimately this panel's finally done, and we can keep moving at full speed.
Yeah.
Is this a graphic novel or a single issue?
This is going to be one part of a 3-part prologue to a giant epic that I've got. Guys, if you want to play the video game prototype we got on Steam, if you got PC, go there. It's called BECKONED. Just check it out. But yeah, this comic book's called BECKONED RECOURSE. If y'all want to know more about us, we're at zadestudios.com. That's where you can find the links for all this, or Studio Zade at Twitter.
Jerm, while you're there, I would say go and plug your YouTube channel link into the chat. That way you get some crossover.
Christmas turd.
We'll go that way.
Yes, sir.
That's right. This is my channel, but Jeremy's got a separate channel for Zade Studios, so go sub over there. While we're over here, I have something else. I finished a cover for my side book, which is called Left Hand Free. I didn't write this one, but I do the art for it, so I have the cover for this one. This is the one I just finished this week, and it is it's kind of like a little bit of a dystopian future where there's like a class struggle, and magic powers kind of arise when two people kind of combine. They're posing kind of like an avatar. They'll do martial arts moves to spawn fire and different elements. Anyway, it's a pretty cool cover. Very cool.
Very nice, Joe. Very nice.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Definitely some of my best cover stuff happened. I think this clean style that I'm doing is working out.
You definitely feel the Amish lighting off of the flicker, that flame.
Amish? What's the Amish?
Yeah, well, they don't use electricity. They use candles. So
yes. Well,
so the Amish are walking around with flames in their hands, so they could when they're done building the barn, right?
Yeah, churn butter once or twice, living in an Amish paradise.
Weird Al's got his own magic powers, I'm sure. He's been hypnotizing us all for years.
There's a movie coming out
I hear,
his life.
It's pretty funny, dude.
We're running out.
Lastly, before we go,
the CG guy.
Oh, I was gonna say Veravia Studios, bro.
Yes.
I have to bring it in because I showed you something about it before, but this is the page. If you want to buy the book, you click the shop, and that's where you can check it out. We're off Indiegogo finally, so this is the only way to buy it right now, and a few other goodies that you can get. I will be putting some original art up here as well, so be watching out for that.
I'm going to be getting that patch attached to my racing jacket, Joe.
Dude,
and when it does,
get yourself an old granny that would sew that on for you, dude. Not many people know how to sew these days. You got to find an older person to sew.
I got people.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say I got skills.
I got skills.
Nunchuck
skills. Bow staff skills. Sewing skills.
So yeah, you guys go check this out. The poster's up there. The variant cover's there. And yeah, you can help support our books. Jeremy's book you can sign up for. Check out the links. Yes.
And back this book, guys. It's awesome. The artwork looks great.
Trailer time.
What trailer time? Oh yeah, we're there now. Okay, we're there now.
We're gonna end trailer time.
I was trying to sell more, but yeah. All right, here we go. Ready?
All right, you got your volume up. Ready? Before you
can you hear it?
Can you? I was gonna say I'm gonna do a little call out before you play it. We're gonna end the stream on this. So
stink nasty. Okay.
Sorry, bro. I just want to make sure everybody knows where they can find Marvin and find his links and everything. So where can we find you online, Marvin, if they want to go check this out?
On Facebook and Instagram, I'm at The Edge Comic. On Twitter, it's at Marvin WYNN because someone has The Edge Comic on there and they've never posted. I don't know why they don't delete it, so I can take it.
Yeah.
And everything else you can find on my link tree.
Okay.
Nice.
Cool. Jerem, you're on Twitter as well. Am I right?
Yes, sir. It's Studio Zade because they're weird about that. But everywhere else, including YouTube and zadestudios.com and Instagram and all those things, and even on Steam, guys, go download and play BECKONED. and let us know what y'all think. Anyways, yeah, that's where it is, Jeff.
Heck yeah. A lot of these links are in the chat. You guys get the links. Herrenberg's throwing out links. You can find me. I'm Catapano Art in many places. On Twitter, that's where you can find me. So my last name, Catapano Art. And yeah, we're moving on to the trailer. And have a good night, everybody. It's been real. Thanks for coming on, Marvin.
All right, thank you. Thank you for having me.
Bro.
Good night.
Yeah.
They don't know what it is, can't explain it. All they know is that it's coming for you. They don't know what it is, can't contain it. All they know is that it's coming for you. They don't know if it's real. Top secret classified. But when it comes for you, you better run and hide. They don't know what it is, can't explain it. All they know is that it's coming for you. They don't know what it is, can't contain it. All they know is that it's coming for you. Blame the stick